Most traders think they're losing money because of bad entries or bad strategies. But the real problem happens before you even open a chart. It happens in the dark part of your own mind. You don't need a better indicator. You need to start manipulating your own psychology so that your brain starts working for you, not against you. Today, you're not going to learn a new pattern. You're going to learn how to control the dark side of your own mind. This is not mindset. This is mind hacking. And this is how Sigma traders turn their psychology into a weapon.
Everyone has access to the same charts. Everyone watches the same YouTube channels. But only 5 to 10% of traders are consistently profitable. Why? Because the real edge is not in the strategy. It's in how your brain reacts to fear, greed, and ego. You can have the perfect setup and still lose if your psychology overwrites your plan. The Sigma trader doesn't just manage risk. He manages his mind. And that's what we're diving into today.
Your brain is not designed to be a calm, logical trader. You were built to survive, not to scalp. Inside your head, 3 dark forces run in the background: ego, fear, and greed. Ego makes you want to prove you're right, not to be profitable. Fear makes you overprotect your account, skip setups, and freeze when you see loss. Greed makes you revenge trade, revenge double down, and chase pips like a drug. These are not bugs. They're features. The problem is that the market knows how you feel, and it uses those emotions to clean you out. When people say, keep your ego out of trading, they're wrong. You don't remove ego. You redirect it. A normal trader lets ego decide. I'm right on this trade, so I'll hold it even if my stop is hit. A Sigma trader uses ego like this. I'm right on my system, so I will never break my rules. You turn your ego into a rule enforcer. Instead of proving the market wrong, you prove your strategy right. That's when ego becomes an ally, not a trap. Your ego starts to feel pride not from being right on a single trade, but from being disciplined every single day.
Fear is not your enemy. It's your warning system. But most traders let fear control their buttons. They move their stop, skip entries, or close positions early because they feel uncomfortable. Here's the dark psychology hack. You don't fight fear. You rob it of power. How? By making losing tiny and routine. If you're risking only 1% per trade, losing becomes boring, not traumatic. Your brain stops reacting to every red candle. Fear becomes a quiet signal. Markets move. Stick to your plan. Not, I'm going to blow up my life. You don't train your brain to feel nothing. You train it to feel nothing about the outcome and everything about the process.
Greed is the most misunderstood force in trading. Normal traders try to kill greed. Sigma traders use it as fuel. Instead of letting greed whisper, I need to make 1,000 pips today, you reprogram it to say, I need to follow my 1 to 2 or 1 to 3 plan perfectly. You take the energy of greed and point it at discipline, not revenge trading.
Every time you see a big move, you train your brain. I don't chase, I wait for my setups. If the market rewards me, great. If it doesn't, my psychology is still intact. Greed is not bad. It's just badly trained. You don't eliminate it. You professionalize it.
Manipulating your own mind is not about lying to yourself. It's about designing your environment so that your brain has no choice but to win. You do this with 3 dark tools. First, rules you cannot break, like 1% risk, no overtrading, no trading after 2 losses. Second, rituals that disconnect emotion, like writing your plan before the session, logging every trade. Third, visual cues that trigger discipline, like this video, your journal, your watch, your schedule. When you set these up, you stop relying on willpower. Willpower is weak. Systems are strong. Your brain is no longer the master. Your system is. You don't control every impulse. You control the structure that shapes those impulses. The Sigma trader mindset is not about being emotionless. It's about being emotionally accurate. You don't avoid fear. You use it to respect risk. You don't suppress greed. You redirect it toward targets and scaling. You don't ignore ego. You chain it to your rules. Every time you follow your plan, even when it's painful, you're rewiring your brain. Over time, your brain starts to see discipline as a victory. You start to crave the feeling of being in control, not the dopamine of a random win. That's when you have turned the dark side of psychology into your edge. You stop being a reactive trader. You become a system-driven manipulator of your own mind. If you liked this dark look at trading psychology, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the Sigma Trader, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next one. Next time, we're going deeper. How to predict your own mistakes before they happen, and how to design a trading plan that your brain can't sabotage. Stop blaming the market. Start manipulating your mind. This is the Sigma Trader. Stay dark, stay disciplined, and remember, your brain is not your enemy. It's your most powerful trading tool.